Hey guys, Gojo here. I am back with another World of Tanks replay, and it's another Beaver replay. And in fact, it's not just another Beaver replay, it's a Beaver double replay. He's on his EU account, as you can see, Epitome of Stupidity. I'm not going to say anything about that name. He is low tier on his EU account. As you can see, he's tier 2 in the AT1, the tier 2 Russian TD. What guns are he using on it? 57mm, 75 pen, 75 damage. That's a nice gun for the tier. I prefer using the derp on my AT1, and I actually considered this a bit of a counter to the old T18. Some of you might know it. That thing was overpowered as fuck, and I'm not surprised Wargaming moved it to artillery. But yeah, I love the derp on this thing, and I think that was the first Top Gun I ever got, was in the AT1 with the derp. But anyway, into the game. As you can see, he's got not the best view range. He has got binos and camo net. Oh, unlucky not to find a little shot on that MT light, who's poking around. I don't think he's going to be able to pick him up, given he's behind the rock, and that T2 light probably isn't going to come out either. And yeah, it's a tier 3 game. Yep, tier 3. Yeah, 5 and 10. 5 and 10 tier 3 game. On mines, which is always a shit map, and Beaver knows what he's doing. He knows where the TDs go, and that was a nice shot into the side of the FCM. Whoa, hang on a second. Hang on just a second. You didn't hear anything about that shot bouncing. If we rewind it a little bit. Yeah, and we're going to play it from here. Yeah, he's moving around a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Looking for a shot on the medium. He's not going to get one. The FCM's going to poke round. And he puts a shot into the side of the FCM. Now, he's reloading. Something else is shooting at that FCM. I think it's the Panzer II. And if I slow this down, his next shot... I'm sorry, didn't Wargaming say that they fixed ghost shells? Because I'm pretty sure they're chatting shit. That just went through the turret of the FCM-36 and should have killed him, but didn't. What the fuck? Can we get the kill on that guy? Like, that would be nice. A medium 3, not quite got a shot on him. Could have potentially had a shot on the Cruiser 4 if he pokes his turret up, but he's not looking for that shot. And potentially missed a shot on the FCM there as well by moving up, but it is not a problem. He's going to sit in this more forward bush, given that the, what was it, T29 died up there. Not the T29, the Igo Chiro! Given that guy died anyway. Why there's a Panzer II there, it's beyond me, but this is low tiers, you can't expect anything good from these guys. That FCM is still on the same HP, but if you look at the team, the Cruiser 2, the T46 and the Type 91, they're pushing into the enemy base. And looks like that's a nice flanking manoeuvre. They took out the Cruiser 4 that was back here. The FCM's still alive, but a lot of the enemy is actually over on this island over here. And will be over here camping, obviously. Don't manage to pick up a shot on the FCM there. Is he going to poke out? Yes, he is. Oh, we dinged on him. Tracked him. And he pokes out again, so Beaver obliges by killing him. As you can see, an M2 light has actually pushed through on the island, which if Beaver sets up about here, he should be able to get as he crosses. and wait for his... Oh, there you go. Picks him up. Lead the shot. Oh! That's unlucky. Can he pick him up there? Yes, he does. Didn't lead the shot as much and actually managed to hit him. Which is incredible, given he led the shot to start with, that first one, and it missed. Went behind him. Nice memes. Anyway, moving up for a shot on that... Pavlov. The... What is it, tier 3? Tier 2. The tier 2 Swedish TD. Whatever that thing is. It's got quite a nasty gun, actually, that little TD. But as you can see, Beaver's got a pretty nasty gun. 75 pen at tier 2 and 75 damage, you know. With a nice rate of fire. It's a little bit seal clubby. And he's actually hit that thing. Pavlov's tank. I don't know, it dribbles everywhere. You tell me, you tell me. But yeah, he's hit it blind. And actually, if you look at the map, the Type 91 and whatever else was over there with him died. The Cruiser 2, that was it. And the T-46 is still alive and actually just took out the Lloyd gun carriage. And Beaver's now going to move up to see if he can shoot at whatever that T-46 is going to spot. No, the T-46 is deciding to pull back. So Beaver decides he's going to push onto the hill, and the Lloyd gun carriage has decided he's going to as well. Now, it's not looking too good for Beaver's team, especially given the G Panzer. The little tier 2 RT just took out the T-46. But he did get spotted, and Beaver knows where he is. So he's just going to aim, puts one into him. That that G Panzer's not going to react. So there you go, he manages to pick him out with blind fire. That's his third kill. And like I was saying, it's not a given that either team's going to win this. Given that Beaver is on this side and he's on the hill, it's most likely that he's going to win. He's going to pull it out of the bag for his team. It is a 5v4, but the 5 of the enemy are all tanks and tank destroyers, and Beaver's team is made up of 2 artillery, himself, and the Panzer II that's been camming at the back the whole game. So not looking too confident. The little Pavlov tank thing is pushed up into the middle. Beaver manages to take him out at the second shot, and now the T-26 is there, hoping that potentially the G Panzer on his team is going to be able to take him out. But a tech truck comes onto the hill and is going for this Lloyd GC, and he's going to need one more shot and takes him out. This is looking risky for Beaver at this point. He takes his first damaging shot from the tech truck, 42 HP. Now all of these guys should be one shots. Yes, the STRV is 141. That's a one shot. T-26 is a one shot. The Tetrarch is a one shot on average. Now he could low roll, or that G Panzer could take him out. So these guys are playing smart. They're in a platoon actually, so it makes sense that they're doing this. I'm guessing this isn't their first rodeo, given this T-26 looks like he's going to try and side scrape here. And they're both sticking together, they're not splitting up. What would be good if one of them sort of, if you look at the map, if one of them backed out here, so he's out of proximity, gets unspotted, and then he just I can't speak. Then he can just come around behind Beaver, put shots into the back whilst the other one is looking at him. And then if Beaver turns around to shoot the other one, then this other one in front, this T-26, can come and shoot him in the arse. And it looks like the STRV is just going to go around the back, which Beaver knows what that means. It just goes forward, can afford to take the hit, can turn round, he's reloaded, he can aim, and boom, takes out the STRV. A little bit of auto aim, that's no problem, mate, no problem. So there you go, he manages to take out the not the AT1, the STRV, and now it's just a Panzer 1C left, which is of course a very dangerous tank. It is the tier 3 Seal Clubber's choice of tanks. And Beaver, he might be able to spot him with the binos and camanet. Or with the camanet to keep him hidden, obviously, and the binos to spot him. I'm not convinced that Panzer 1C is actually a good player, but it's no matter. It would be nice if the Panzer 2 moved, as everybody on the team is saying, and Beaver is pinging. I don't think he's going to move, though, if I'm honest. And the G Panzer is probably not going to move either. In fact, it's probably safe that he stops, and well, not stops, but stays in the base. Oh, and as we can see, the Panzer 1C is actually making a huge run through the middle and into B5. And the Panzer 2 is actually putting shots into the Panzer 1C, and the Panzer 1C is taking out Artie. There he goes, and he's going to stay behind that building to be safe from the Panzer 2. But you're not safe from Beaver, baby. Yes, you are safe from Beaver, baby, because he can't shoot. Not quite got the gun depression, pulls forwards, auto aims, bounces on the side of the Panzer 1C, nice memes, auto aims, shot goes low, unchecks auto aim, and boom, manages to take the Panzer 1C out. So, that was 396 damage, scene damage. We know that he got some blind shots on the tier 2 Swedish TD and take out the artillery. So he's going to be looking at around 500 damage and 7 kills, which is very nice, especially in a tier 2 game. So yeah, that's the first game played by Beaver. We can go and look at the post-battle results of that, and then after that we will have a second game, which is going to be an SU-76M game, I believe, most likely, which I'm pretty sure is the tier 2, the other tier 2 TD. No, it's not, it's the tier 3. It comes after this, isn't it? Does it come after this? Or is it another line? No, it does come after this. Yeah, SU-76M, SU-85B, SU-85, SU-100. Yeah. The SU-76M, which comes after this tank. Yeah, we're going to have a replay of that. So, yeah, I should probably stop talking at this point. Yeah. Okay, so we are back with Beaver again, like I said, and he is in the SU-76M, which is the tier 3. Yeah, it is the tier 3 TD for the Russians, following on from the 81. We're on Ruinberg, that's it, we're on Ruinberg. It's a fully tier 3 game, and Beaver does have the 76mm, 78mm penetration, and 110 damage. It is quite a nasty gun for the tier. Well, as long as you hit, then yeah, you're gonna make somebody's day pretty bad. You're normally taking off most people's, well, about half of their health for most tanks. I mean, if he shot that Panzer 1C, he'd have 120 left. And if you shoot another SU-76M, then they've got 45 left. And that's if you roll average. You know, you can roll high, you can low roll, obviously. So, moving into position back here, letting the T-46 and the Panzer do spots. So from this position, you'll see a lot of TDs come to this position. Over here with these hedges, with these bushes, and with these bushes, and maybe bushes up here and up here. So you let these two go up and spot, so he can shoot down this road if anybody gets spotted. He can shoot into here, which people like to go into, and he can shoot any scouts that are coming along here. So yeah, you get a lot of TDs that come to this spot, and map knowledge like this and knowing the capabilities of what tank you're in are extremely useful for lower tier games. And knowing that he can come here and where that SU-76M is most likely to go, where that Type 91 is going, well, no, not where that Type 91's going. What's he doing? What are you doing? Is it? I know you're like, you got to be new to the game, bruv, but rushing right towards the enemy is not probably the best idea. Beaver put 2 shots into him, and now he's looking at the T-71. T-71 has got kind of troll armor, and Beaver bounces a shot on him there, looking to pick up the M2 medium. He's not quite got the gun traverse to look, but he's not interested in that. He's interested in this Cruiser 2. Oh, it's a lovely shot that looped over there. Can he get another one into him? Oh, I thought the Cruiser was going forwards and said he backed up. And the same thing happened there. He thought he was going back. He was drinking backwards and forwards, and it looked like he was most likely going to go backwards, and then he decided to go forwards. Erratic behaviour like that is very hard to predict, and Beaver should now... Oh, that shot flew miles over the SU-76M. He tracks him in place. It's looking to shoot at the... Never mind, he was going to say he's looking to shoot at the rear drive wheel to track him and do damage. Puts one into the T-70. Puts the second into the T-70 and he's down. Looking for the T-46. Used auto aim there to see if he could hit him. Didn't quite pick it up. Not quite able to hit him again there. More auto aim. Wasn't able to pick him up there either. So, now it would seem most of his team has pushed through the middle, and they've tried to push here and seen all of these base campers. So these guys are moving to the middle. This T-46 is running back, and there's most likely not going to be anything else over here. So Beaver knows that he should move up towards this area of town, maybe to over here into some of these bushes, so he can get shots into the base as the enemy gets spotted by his team. So he's got 2 kills at this point and 610 damage, and his team is losing. Not the worst that it could be, but not the best. They've got 5 tanks left, one of which being Beaver, of course, and the enemy team has 8 players left. Tried to lead the T-29 and loop a shot onto him, wasn't able to do so. It looked like he actually hit him there, but the Cruiser 2 got the kill for that. And Beaver's going to push up again as that T-46 gets spotted, running back to base. And he's going to move up into the city, into the little villagey building area, and use some of these bushes around here, to see if he can shoot at what his team spots. Couldn't find a shot on that Cruiser 2 through the hedge. Auto aimed on him there, wasn't able to pick him up, and he gets taken down by the Chi-Ha. Auto aims a shot on the Panzer 4A. That was a good shot to do because it was shooting through some fences. Takes another one at him through third person there, and a Panzer 1C has come right through the town. It's come right behind the artillery and has taken him out, and he's now head on against the Panzer 1C, and as the Panzer 1C is reloading, Beaver manages to put 2 shots into him. Only takes 7 damage there from that Panzer 1C. And now he's going to back up behind the building so he doesn't get shot by anyone else. He's on 3 kills at this point, 883 damage, and the Panzer 4A on the enemy team seems like he's quite a good player. He's got 3 kills himself, and he's decided that camping at the back of the map is the best way to do it. As we can see, the T-46 ran right through the field and right through the town. He's in our base. And if Beaver backs up, he should be able to get a shot on him there if that T-127 manages to spot him. The T-127 has actually got quite troll front armor, so he should be able to bounce that T-46 within reason. But he's waiting for the Cruiser 2 to come through. They get spotted. T-46 was hit actually by the T-127, I believe. Beaver put a nice shot into him, and then he auto-aimed on him because he was shooting through more fence, and he manages to pick him up. So that's 997 damage and 4 kills, and he's only lost 7 HP at this point. We're almost at an even game. There's 3v4 in favour of the enemy, but they have got 2 artillery, which I guess is a slight... Well, I guess at this point it's probably a slight advantage for them. I mean, you've got an Su-76M, paper, should be able to penetrate it if you hit it. Cruiser 2, lightly armoured, could probably pen that if you hit it. And a T-127 who's got 4 HP or something, so you should be able to take him out as well. So it's not looking too good. I mean, there's a T-29, that's a one shot for Beaver. The Panzer IV-A, most likely a one shot for Beaver as well, and then the 2 artillery will be a one shot for him as well. With the T-18, who was the former SEAL clubbing tier 2 American TD, is now an artillery piece, and it has still got kind of troll armor. You got to be careful of that. But I think Beaver should be able to cope with the 78mm penetration. Yes, I almost said 75. So just waiting here whilst the Cruiser 2 pushes through the town to see where that T-29 is, and possibly where that Panzer IV-A is. Like I said, I think that Panzer IV-A is a good player. I think Beaver's come to the same conclusion. Either that or he doesn't want to risk it. You're essentially going into the nest at this point. That Panzer IV-A could be set up in a bush and you just walk right through into it. You don't really want to walk into an enemy trap. And there you go, the Cruiser gets some spotting. Oh, that shot dipped at the last minute into the ground. There you go, manages to pick up the T-29. And like I said, the Panzer IV-A, he set up, took out the T-127. Beaver manages to take out the T-18 at the second time of asking. Like I said, it's got troll armor, and he managed to bounce on it. And at this point, Beaver has now picked up his top gun, and also he's done 1,000 damage. Very nice. And the Cruiser 2's pushing up. Beaver's thinking he's going to be in A3, sort of around these buildings. Instead he's over there. Auto aim. Takes the shot. The shot misses. Another shot, and there you go. Takes him out. So another 7 kills for Beaver. And 1,100 damage. It's a very nice game in the Su-76M, which is actually a good tank for the tier. Probably one of the best, I would argue. So yeah, Beaver, not really SEAL clubbing. I mean, it kind of is. He's got a very good account on NA, and he's come over to EU. He knows what he's doing, so I guess you could call it SEAL clubbing, but yeah, I'll let you lot decide. But yeah, very well played, Beaver, and thank you for sending those 2 in. Let's go and look at the post-battle results for this game.